muchachos? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream, another reaction. Inter Miami defeats the Philadelphia Union, the worst team in the MLS, 6-4 in what was a 10-goal galore. The most historic game probably in MLS history, the most historic first half at least in MLS history. With eight goals being scored, 4-4 scoreline in the first half. Absolutely insane. A hat trick from Luis Suarez, 2 goals from Berterame, and what was by far, like, no doubt about it, his best ever game wearing an Inter Miami kit. And we ended up seeing De Paul score in the 93rd minute. He almost scored one earlier. It hit off the crossbar. But we ended up seeing De Paul score on his birthday, which is fantastic. And what was a very, very bad start to the first half. Very, very horrible start for Inter Miami in that first half. We conceded 3 goals in 20 minutes, I believe it was. Or excuse me, we conceded 2 goals in 10 minutes. We conceded 2 goals in 10 minutes, and then we conceded a 3rd goal on the 20-minute mark, and we were down 3-1 by the 20th minute. And then we ended up bringing it back. We ended up being 4-4 by halftime, and then Miami kind of shifted into a different gear in the second half when we played a lot better. And now and then we ended up winning the game, which is great. The worst news about this game is that Lionel Messi walked off of the field holding his left hamstring. This is what everyone is talking about. That Lionel Messi, it is if you guys saw the game, if you guys saw that moment, it said that he was, you could see that he was holding his left hamstring and he was asking to be subbed off. They're saying that he was injured, but now we have Gaston Edul saying that he doesn't have an injury in that muscle. No sigo cargando la zona ni arriesgando. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to lie to you. But Gaston Edul basically says it's not an injury. So I guess it was just really bothering him, and he wanted to come out. He went straight to the locker room. So it was crazy because everybody was just saying that he was injured. Everybody was like, oh, he's injured, he's injured, he's injured. And I'm like, holy shit, bro. This guy's actually injured. Like, hopefully he'll be okay. He says, we don't have a report on that yet, but he is really fatigued. So I'm assuming, like I said, is una molestia in his left hamstring. He was probably just overloaded, and hopefully it's not that big of a deal. Then hopefully he will be ready for the World Cup. I mean, like, I'm sure he will. We're about 18 days out from the first game of the World Cup for Argentina, something like that. And I think probably the worst case scenario for him would be that he would miss the friendlies on June 6th and June 9th against Honduras and Iceland. That would be like the worst case scenario for him, but I'm very, very positive that he'll still be ready and fit enough to go to the World Cup and hopefully have a really, really good performance there. We have a lot of people in the chat. Appreciate you guys being with me. I know I didn't schedule the live stream up sooner because I didn't know what time I was going to get back. I was at the stadium. I got this hat from the stadium as well. It has the little Audi logo, has the little Inter Miami logo. I also brought this souvenir. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Where is it? Where did I leave it? I brought this souvenir back from the stadium. So I ended up sitting in row 2. Like, I was on the 2nd row, and it started pouring down really bad, and my row number fell off of the little side of the chair, and I just picked it up and I took it home. So I have the number 2 now from Miami Freedom Park. I have the original 2nd row indicator from my section. It was like section 100, like something. So I'm keeping this as a memory. I'm going to write on it. I'm going to put like 6-4 and then put a date on it or something in like silver Sharpie. But yeah. So yeah, got the hat, got the souvenir. Got a lot of clips, man. I ended up recording I think I ended up getting like 3 goals on video. So I'm gonna have to make like a TikTok or a short about it so I can show you guys. But yeah, we'll talk about the team. Honestly, I'm thinking of looking at the highlights. If you guys are down to watch the highlights with me, because there are certain plays that I couldn't see from my angle. I was sitting behind the away section goal, and there were certain plays that happened, obviously, on the other side that it just wasn't clear to me. And so I would love to look at the highlights if you guys are down with that. Because from now, like, from what I could tell... Holy shit, dude. Hey, hold on, let me open the door for my dog. Sorry about that. All right. So, yeah. So, from my perspective, from my angle, like, Dane St. Clair had a terrible first half. Our defense in general was really poor. Ian Frey had a really slow half. Or I think it a slow game in general. Luis Suarez was fantastic. Toto Silvetti was a fantastic also coming off the bench. So, those are kind of some things that I can, like, tell you guys just right now. But I think we should look at the highlights, guys. What do you think? Let's look at the highlights, right? Sell it for some money? Nah, Dylan. Dude, I'm keeping this thing. It's a one. That is a 1 of 1, my friend. That is a 1 of 1. St. Clair is a fart sniffer every time. I hear a fart sound every time he fluffs something up. Nah, he definitely had a bad game. He ended up, I don't want to say he made up for it in the second half, but he definitely had some big stops in the second half. But let's take a look at these highlights real quick.
They have scored 14 goals.
I'm not gonna put the audio that loud. But wait, hold on. Oh, chill. So this is the starting 11. We had Dane St. Clair, we had Reguilon, Mikael Lujan, and Ian Frey in the back four. Nothing crazy about that. Still no Allen. They're still putting Reguilon in, so that means they're trusting him with more minutes, or like maybe that means that he's more, physically fit. The audio is fucked up. What's fucked up? No copyrights. Well, I'm not getting paid for this stream, so I shouldn't get hit with, like, the worst thing that could happen is I don't get paid for the stream, which I don't get paid anyway. So, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't think they're gonna take down my channel, and if they do, oh well. But guys, is my thing fucked up? It's just me. Okay, cool. Or it's just Christian. Okay, so we're gonna continue. Segovia, Bright, and DePaul in the midfield. We have Berterame, Suarez, and Messi in the attack. So there honestly nothing changed from this lineup. Very, very standard. Very nothing crazy. Like nothing really changed from this lineup. Our strongest lineup in the last game before the World Cup. I'm actually right here. Oh shit! Wait, you guys actually might be able to see me. I'm literally sitting right here. Oh fuck, you can't see it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm right here, dude. I literally sat right there. Can you guys see that? This guy's blocking me. You would have been able to see me. I'm like right there. I literally sat right there with my dad. All right, that's cool. All right, let's go. Anyway, big players that came up tonight from Philly. Damiani, well, Iloski got the hat trick. Damiani played all right. Sullivan was crazy, dude. I can't believe this guy is 16 years old. I genuinely can't believe that this guy is 16 years old, and he's playing really well. Other than that, nobody else really stood out to me personally. I don't know what you guys think, but anyway, let's get into the highlights. Let me know while we're watching this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What your thoughts on the game? Your thoughts on the game. Kind of, what you thought of certain players, certain moments. Here, we'll keep it like this. Yeah. So I'm gonna move my face so you guys can see the time. We literally conceded 3 minutes in, and I looked over at my dad. I'm like, bro, we literally just sat down. This is real. Hold on, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Great passing play from Philly here. This is great passing play from Philly. But, like, we're fucking exposed, dude. We're so exposed in the back. And then Lasky gets the first goal of the game 3 minutes in. I don't know, like, He's defenders all the way over here. I think this is Mikael. Leaves him by himself. Like, we were all over the place. I can't blame Dane St. Clair on that one. And this is what, 5 minutes late, like four minutes later, 5 minutes later. What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? What is Dane St. Clair doing? Don't look. Dane St. Clair's looking at the ref like he didn't do anything. This was a horrible. Why? This is a horrible decision from Dane St. Clair, and this is not the first time that he's done this. This is actually dog shit of him. This is dog shit decision making from a goalkeeper of the year last year. What are you doing? Why are you so high up? Clearly, he lost control of the ball. Clearly, this guy, the number 10, if I forget his name, Aliski, lost control. Like he wasn't going to control the ball 100%. You could have probably went up to your 6 and maybe up to there. But why are you going up that high? No keeper goes up that high in that situation. Nobody. And everyone slowed down. The whole defense slowed down. They were just staring. So yeah, they scored the goal. Second, so we're down 2-0 by 10 minutes. Awful. This is awful. I sat right here. Like right over here. 2 minutes later, we get one back. Berterame scores off a pass from Messi. That's a De Paul? Yeah, that was De Paul that brought it over to Messi. Messi squared it back to De Paul. De Paul left it. Berterame puts it in the back of the net. Now we got one back. 2-1. It's 20th minute. What happens? They get a shot off from this angle. On target. Low to the ground. DSC can't get to it. Nobody's on it. And they tuck it back into the back of the net. Also extremely unacceptable. Extremely unacceptable. This was horrible, man. Horrible. We had a terrible first half. Which one was this one? Oh, this is the Ian Frey assist. Ian Frey assisted Luis Suarez in this really good goal. I got this goal, I think, on video. Really good, man. Suarez was extremely clinical today. Great assist from Ian Frey. I thought Ian Frey had a slow game today, honestly. I thought he wasn't really looking his best. And he was tight. He was tight as hell. He was extremely emotional in this game, which I don't blame him. The ref made some questionable decisions. Also, did you guys... I don't know if they showed it on TV. Did they show it on TV that the ref completely broke his shoe? His cleat? The ref's cleat completely exploded at some point in the first half. I'm like, what the fuck? And then Inter Miami's like shoe guy offered him a pair of Predators, and he ran around the rest of the game with the red Predators, like bright red Predators. That was... Oh my god. Bro. Dude, the bro was promoting... This guy was going to be on the next Predator ad, bro. This guy was going to be in the next Adidas ad with Rodrigo de Paul promoting the new Preds, bro. I'm like, dude, I was like, but did they show the close-up of the shoe? Because at the stadium, I couldn't record it on my phone, but on the screen, they showed the close-up of the shoe. Like, and it was like, his shoe, his cleat was basically like halfway up his ankle. It looked so bad. I'm like, how did you get it that bad? How do you let your cleats get that bad? And also, as a professional, why don't you have a second pair of cleats like ready on the go? That's crazy, bro. Honestly, that's so crazy. I thought that shit was hilarious. I thought that shit was hilarious, dude.
A minute into the game, you asked me what were the keys to this, and I said two things: Philadelphia
The best shoe commercial, ref should have wore Adidas instead of Nike. He wore Adidas. No, he wore Predators. He wore the Adidas Predators. Did he not? They're not allowed to wear Nike, I'm pretty sure. Because, like, the MLS is sponsored by Adidas. At least the refs are. I'm pretty sure. They showed it all. The ref was ass. Dude, this is the same ref that's refed multiple games of us and has made multiple bad calls. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't comment on that. Berterame, hold on. This is Berterame's second goal of the game. Let me look at this. Let me refresh my memory on how this goal was.
Controlling the pace of the game, and who would win the
Frey. Good, great turn. Dude, that was a fantastic turn from Suarez. Fantastic turn from Suarez. They give him the time in the world. Messi does a dummy. And then, like, he kind of gets dispossessed. I remember this goal. And then Berterame strikes. He finishes really well there. If this was Berterame 3 months ago, not even, maybe a month ago, he was missing this goal. He was missing this shot all day. If that was Berterame a month ago. So I'm happy for Berterame that he's getting more comfortable. This obviously should have been a foul. Play continues. Ref let the play continue. The pull shoots it. Saved by the keeper, and Suarez is waiting at the back post. Luckily, this was a goal, because this should have been a yellow card and a foul for Inter Miami. I'm glad that the ref let it go. We ended up scoring, no problems there. And with that goal, we end up taking the lead with this goal. Fantastic goal. Fantastic goal. I think we're up 4-3, right? Yeah, we're up 4-3. Still first half. We're in the 48th minute. We're 3 minutes into extra time in the first half. Kevin Sullivan tries to go around Dane St. Clair. He tries to cross it. It hits. This is what I didn't see. They were claiming handball here, and I saw everybody raise it. Like, in the moment, I saw everybody's hand go up, and I'm like, why are they raising the hand? We go on the counter. Suarez gives it to Messi. Messi's going to lay it off to RDP. RDP's going to square it to Suarez. He puts it away, and I'm like, holy shit, that's an amazing goal. And then I'm like, who's offside? I didn't realize that RDP was offside here. I didn't see it in live, and obviously they didn't put the replay in the thing. But then I didn't realize that there was a handball. And so now looking back at it, because I'm like, dude, we just scored. Like, we just went off the counterattack, and then it was offside. And then it's like, oh, wait, no, we're checking for handball that happened back. I'm like, what the fuck? There was just no context to it. But now looking back at the replay, we see that there's a hand. The referee gives Philly a pen, rightfully so. We're just going to skip all this. He gives him a pen. Really well taken, by the way. Really well taken penalty. And then we're skipping to the 80th minute from here. So it's 4-4 going into halftime. We played a shitty half. We still ended up scoring 4 goals after playing shit defense, but our offense was incredible. 80th minute in the second half, we have Berterame all by himself. Messi's off the field at this point. Messi's off the field. He came off injured or hurt or bothered because of his hamstring. Messi came off injured. Oh, shit. Berterame gets a strike, shoots it right at the fucking keeper. Terrible shot. But he gets a second chance and lays it off to Suarez. Lays it off to Suarez because he knew he wasn't going to score from that angle. He knew he wasn't going to score from here. He knew that. So he had to lay it off. And honestly, laying it off to Suarez was the best move here. So on props to Berterame for his selflessness, laying it off to Suarez. Suarez gets a hat trick. We're now in the 93rd minute. Matteo Silvetti played great off of the bench. He came in for Messi in the 71st minute ish. Played great. His impact off the bench is unmatched, man. Silvetti plays it off to De Paul. De Paul, low driven, bottom left, ends up being 6-4. De Paul, I don't know what to say about De Paul, to be honest. I don't know if you guys have any comments about De Paul. But like, I didn't really notice him, to be honest, in this game. Like, that's just me though. Does anybody have a comment on De Paul? He got an 8.0 rating. If we look at the ratings here, he got an 8.0 rating on FootMob. 8.0. Let's look at his heat map. It's a decent heat map, dude. He had a 0.69 XG. He had 47 out of 58 accurate passes. He had 2 shots on target, 1 off target. He had 1 big chance missed. He hit the work once, which is the big chance missed. He had 71 touches. 1 out of 2 successful dribbles. 2 out of 4 accurate long balls. Dispossessed only 2 times. I think he had a decent... Just stats alone, I think he had a decent game. I thought the ball, just by looking at this, decent game. Mr. Dimka says the defense is terrible. No midfield this match. The ball keeps pissing me off. Says, who said that? Says Christian. Who... Dylan says there's no midfield as well. Hernan says RDP plays well offensively, but sucks defending. Sullivan deserved more than a 6 point... I didn't even notice that. Did he get a 6.0? Wow, he got a 6.0. Because he committed an error that led to a goal. Whoa. That's crazy. I didn't think he did bad. I genuinely didn't think he did that bad. I mean, like, he wasn't the fucking man of the match, right? But I thought for a 16-year-old playing the way he played, I'm like, that's really impressive. So maybe I just have that kind of standard on him, or because he's 16 and playing at that level at 16, I think is really, really well. Like, that's genuinely impressive. I'd rather have Berti than Ashende. Yeah, dude, Ashende is irrelevant. He's not even in the country, bro. He's in Spain. MZ says the ball was involved. Segovia was lost. Segovia did have a slow game, in my opinion. Segovia did not do well. Or maybe, I don't know, not do well. You guys let me know your opinion, but Segovia completely ghosted, in my opinion. Like, I couldn't notice him at all. It's also very difficult to, like, and huge props for, like, the coach and people who actually analyze the game from the level that I'm sitting at. But, like, being that far low and trying to analyze the game and player positioning and things like that and try to track every player, that's fucking hard, man. That's fucking hard compared to TV. TV, it's like you just see it, everything on a big screen, and it's like, and it's super easy to analyze and see where everybody is and what everyone's doing. But down there, like, you can easily miss shit, easily miss stuff. Messi should be okay, just fatigue for friendly matches. Yeah, we already talked about it, Mr. Dimka. For those of you who missed it, Messi did come off. He asked to come off the game around the 70th minute mark. We were all speculating that he got injured because he was grabbing that left hamstring, and he went straight into the locker room as soon as he came off the field. But according to reports, according to the coach Hoyos and then Gaston Edul and all these guys, now that they're coming out and saying that there is no injury, they're still going to have to take a look at it, but it's just, like, pretty much it's bothering him, and they're saying that it's fatigue, it's bothering him, and he just needs proper recovery. So maybe they're just hiding the fact that he's injured, but honestly, at this point, I don't think it's anything serious. I think he'll be able to recover well, and then he'll be ready to play with the national team. And like I said before, worst case scenario, he'll miss out on the friendlies in a couple of weeks against Honduras and Iceland on June 6th and 9th. Worst case scenario, but he'll be fit and ready for the World Cup. I'm very, very sure of it. Guys, if you really want to see World Cup stuff, I'm going to be posting a lot of World Cup content, talking about Argentina, talking about kind of like big moments in the World Cup, but mainly focusing on Argentina. If you guys like that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss those types of videos. You guys have been showing a lot of love on the recent videos, man, on the Argentina content, man, on the Argentina videos, the shorts, the posts, even when I put it on the community tab. You guys have been showing a lot of love, and I really appreciate it, guys. And I'm going to keep doing it because you guys are really loving it. So if you guys like that content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. RDP was sloppy in possession today, says Northern Thai Garden Guy. David says RDP was poor too many giveaways. He only had 2. He was only dispossessed twice. Nico Bass can replace Leo Messi, no problem. Well, I don't about no problem. Nobody can replace Messi. Love seeing Suarez back and scoring goals, says Nathan. Yeah, it's good to see Suarez back on the field. It's good to see Suarez, like, fucking cooking it up at his age with his, like, physical, I was gonna say physical disabilities, but basically, like, with his injuries and his track record, like, you thought like Mascherano convinced me that he couldn't play anymore because he was riding the bench for Berterame. And I remember, and if you guys don't remember, if you guys weren't here, like when I made the video on Berterame, I said in that video, like when he first joined the club, I said in that video, we're probably going to see a 2-striker formation with Berterame and Suarez up top, or like Berterame and Ashente up top, but probably Suarez. And then when they didn't run it, I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna, but Mascherano is gonna try to like stick with his plan, I guess. But now that we're running the 2-striker fucking formation, it's running wonders. It's doing absolute wonders to this team. Yes, we're conceding a lot of goals, but we're scoring a lot of goals. So that's like the trade-off that we're getting. So we're taking that risk and conceding a lot of goals. And not, obviously, this play style is not ideal. It's not the sexiest play style, the sexiest, you know, tactic that you can, you know, take into a game. But right now it's working for Inter Miami. And it's working for Guillermo Hoyos. It's working for this team. And honestly, we have to do what works. This could be potentially the last game for Guillermo Hoyos. You know, now that we're going into the World Cup, we don't know if he's going to be staying. Obviously, we know right now he's just our interim head coach, but we don't know if we're going to be bringing somebody in, maybe post World Cup. But we don't know that, or we're going to be seeing Hoyos. We're going to be seeing Hoyos out for the rest of the season. Now, let me know what you guys think. Would you rather see Hoyos? Would you rather see another manager come in? As of right now, I'm not saying whether to keep him or bring somebody else, but Hoyos has been doing well. Besides the Orlando loss, like his track, like the results that he's been getting with Inter Miami has been, you know, extremely positive. So even though, like I said, it's messy, it's dramatic, we're pretty much suffering every single game, but we end up winning, and they're all extremely, extremely dramatic. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'll make videos and stuff. I'll keep you guys posted in the communities tab when updates like that do come around. Pep Guardiola to Inter Miami. Here we go. This dude, him stepping down. He actually joined. They announced they joined or he joined the board for City. He's like a representative for Manchester City now, which is great for him, man. He's a fucking legend. He is my favorite manager probably of all time. Like hands down. John Stones to Inter Miami. Here we go. Bernardo Silva to Inter Miami. Here we go. We have Carvajal to Inter Miami. Here we go. Like everybody's just going to Miami, dude. Fucking Maguire, after not getting called up to the national team, he's gonna go to Miami. But yeah. So, what else was I gonna say? I think what else? Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it, man. I don't want to spend too much time on it because, guys, I'm so excited for the World Cup. I'm locked in on World Cup content right now. Locked in on World Cup. I'm locked in on Argentina. I'm like counting down the days until the 26-man roster is going to come out, which is going to be at the end of this week. That's what people are saying. We're probably, you know, Scaloni has some crazy decisions to make. Inter Miami might make some crazy moves during the summertime. Actually, not maybe. They will be making some crazy moves during the summertime, and I think I'll make a video on that as well once I like kind of get all the information. I've been getting like information together on how like Inter Miami could bring in Casemiro and how they can let off certain players. I'm like doing the math and doing research right now, so I'll probably put a video on that next week or maybe at the end of this week. It depends. It depends on the Argentina stuff because I'm going to prioritize Argentina right now for the rest of the summer. So maybe sometime next week, depending on the schedule. If not, I can probably sneak it in this week. But just so you guys know, we need to get Robert and Casemiro to join Miami. Matt, how reliable is Gaston? Gaston, like Gaston Edul, like he's extremely reliable. Gaston Edul is an extreme, like if Gaston Edul is the Fabrizio Romano of Argentina. That's how you should take that. Matt, who do you think could come and fix our defense? Otamendi. It's not the matter of fixing the defense. It's a matter of fixing a play style that works with the defense. Does that make sense? Because in the play style, in how we're playing, it really exposes our defense and it makes us look bad. Mikael like wasn't winning a single think like Mikael looked bad, or like average. Like both Mikael and Lujan looked very like yikes. You know what I mean? But it's just the style of play that Inter Miami's playing. It's just making us look bad. But if you want the defense to look good, we have to change the way we play. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Casemiro is going to come. I'm pretty sure it's like 90% confirmed. Like I said, I'm going to make a video on that for you guys, so you guys are up to date on that sort of thing. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I'm going to be continuing. I'm going to be planning out Argentina concept for the week. I'm going to be making Inter Miami videos. I'm going to, you know, it's going to be a busy summer, guys. I'm really excited. I'm super, super, super excited. We're less than like 20 days away from the World Cup, from Argentina playing. Let me know if you guys want to see like watch alongs, or let me know if you guys want to see like post-game reactions, like the live streams, or do you guys just want videos? Let me know, man. Like I was thinking about doing post-game reactions for the World Cup or Argentina games, and then maybe post-game reactions for like big games, like really, really big games. You know, like I don't know, like a Portugal, like let's just, I don't remember the groups off the top of my head, but let's just say it's like I don't know, fucking like Morocco and I don't know, something, or like Spain and fucking, or like Portugal and Uruguay or something, like, you know what I mean? Or like Portugal and Colombia. Like if you guys want me to do a watch along for Portugal and Colombia, like stuff like that, like big games like that, that'd be cool. Post game reaction just like this. Okay, cool. Watch alongs are fun. That watch alongs would be great. Okay, cool. Good. I follow Gaston. He seems like he's always right. Yes, Gaston Edul is the Fabrizio Romano of Argentina. I suggest everybody that wants to keep up with Argentina news and like player updates to follow Gaston Edul on Twitter. And yeah, because he is extremely reliable. I echo Gaston Edul's tweets on YouTube. Like anything that I say about Argentina is most likely coming out of Gaston Edul's mouth. So just so you guys know, like I get all of my information and my sources from him, and I just relate it to you guys because all the stuff he does is in Spanish. So I just translate it and tell you guys and keep you guys updated in English. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I think that's it, man. Yeah, hit the like button. I appreciate that, Northern Thai Garden guy. Everyone, please hit the thumbs up. I don't know how many likes we have. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in. We had about like 50 viewers earlier. We're down to 40. Appreciate everybody that joined in, especially this late on this Sunday. Everybody enjoy Memorial Weekend tomorrow, or Memorial Day tomorrow. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their long weekend. Stay safe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Inter Miami with another win. It's World Cup time. It's time to focus on World Cup. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any World Cup content. Make sure you check out the previous videos that I made about Argentina if you want to get caught up with that sort of thing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be posting a video soon. I'll see you guys then. Vamos Miami y vamos Argentina, carajo. Ciao, muchachos.